I wanted to capture this area, and I had never really fully explored Candle Creek, so I wanted to do that. Look at that. That is epic. That is beautiful. We're hiking here on the West Metolius River Trail, hiking between Lower Bridge Campground and Candle Creek Campground. Actually, on our way back, we started at Lower Bridge, went to Candle Creek, and now we're going back to Lower Bridge. We're enjoying the Metolius River National Recreation Area. It's a beautiful north-south running river that's a feeder into Deschutes. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. This was the only section of the river I hadn't fully captured, so I came and did this little 3-point tour as a side segment. I often actually include this in a grander hike, 13.5 mile hike that fully explores this epic National Scenic River area. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Not only do you have the beautiful river down below that we are gawking at, but you actually have this incredible Deschutes National Forest, which is no slouch in its own right. It's a very beautiful forest. Ooh, I'd be remiss if I didn't stop again. Look at that. I did 3 hikes today. This is my 3rd hike, adding this little 3.2 segment to finish out my Metolius River series. Oh my gosh, I can't stop looking at how beautiful that is. I like getting the high section because this trail splits, and this is the high path, and you have the low path, which is shoreline. I did the shoreline path on the way out when I was going towards Candle Creek. Now I'm returning to my trailhead, and I'm doing the upper section, and it's nice to kind of see both. Beautiful Metolius River. It's interesting to see Candle Creek Campground. It's my first time there. It's actually considered the most secluded and private campground in the whole Metolius River complex. The reason for that is it's right on the outskirts of the whole complex, so it's the farthest away. The other reason is, logistically, frankly, the road there is pretty sketch. The forest road, so a lot of people recommend 4-wheel drive only, which deters a lot of people. So I had not been there, so I went and checked out the campground and looked at the sites. I have a general rule: whenever I go to a campground, I always assess it for the best sites to stay at if I ever want to book it there. recreation.gov. Some are first come, first serve, but I like to know the lay of the land and what the best site is at campgrounds. A little fun hobby, but so my assessment of Candle Creek is the best spot is definitely number 6, and then number 5, and then number 4. Those are the 3 best. The rest of them, to be honest, in my opinion, were somewhat blah, like just kind of pretty basic sites. I mean, all serviceable. They would all work if you needed a campsite, but I think if you're looking for like a destination campsite that's truly special, 6, 5, and 4 are pretty darn good. The rest are pretty basic. So my humble personal opinion. 6 is actually pretty cool because it has its own like backyard section, and 6 is right on the edge of the campground. So if you think about it, Candle Creek Campground is on the edge of the whole Metolius area, and then spot 6 is on the edge of that. So you're on the edge campground, edge spot of the edge campground. So it would arguably be the wildest site in the entire complex area of all these campgrounds. And it kind of feels like that because it has a trail that goes down to the river, and it's kind of like your own backyard. You could take some chairs down there and sit by the river, and it's private, and you kind of get some whitewater rapids there. So it's kind of a special spot, I would say. But 5 and 4 are pretty good. They got good overlooks to the river as well with some whitewater rapids. So those are your 3. So I continue to hike along. I'll stop here and enjoy the beauty. I'm almost back. One of the ways I can tell is across the way, if you could see the campground stuff, that is Lower Bridge Campground, which is where I parked. Ooh, look at that. That is gorgeous.